All right, thank you for joining us. Today is April 4th. It's a Thursday. Okay, we're doing a webinar today because I kind of lost track of time coming back from Vietnam. I fell asleep for 48 hours and I didn't get up. I thought it was still Tuesday. But anyway, we're here and we're doing a webinar. And I want to talk about events, the Vietnam Expo, what we saw, promotions, the new deal shaker, links, stuff like that. Leadership calculations are extended to the 14th of April. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about purchasing power. I saw this really good video. I don't know if you saw it with some Russian guy, and he talked about what we have with our OneCoins. I thought it was really good. And I'll talk about some other things, but let's get into it right now. This is the OneLife update webinar for April 4th. Thursday. Okay, so we were in Vietnam, okay, from April 28, 29, 30, 31 first, and we came back midnight on the 2nd. Okay, so it was quite a busy schedule, but it was great. Okay, I have to admit, I never saw something like this before. It was a big event. I think you've seen videos and Facebook and everything already, so I don't need to explain to you how it was. But Duncan Arthur was there. Simon Lee was obviously the coordinator, the organizer. Here's Jean Paul. You know, we were on stage, all of us, and we took a photo. There's like 3,000 people, lined up behind us, and it's pretty awesome to be there. One of the cool merchants was selling these bags, I guess alligator skin bags, and we bought a couple of these, to take home just to show people what we have. But they're really, they're really, stylish. They're, fashionable. It was most of the merchants were half coin and half cash, and it was good because a lot of the items were very low priced. So I felt that. I wasn't really spending too much. It wasn't like really expensive jewelry. Although I did buy jewelry, I bought this this set of pearl, jewelry for Miki. Kind of nice. It's real pearls. But it wasn't much. It was like I don't know, like $75 cash and the rest in coin. So I thought it was a really good deal. And this green alligator skin wallet, that was really cool, and everybody thinks it's really cool. I like it. So there's a lot of good buys. I bought some honey. That was really nice. I reserved some real estate to buy as well. It is really good. I think. And what was cool about it was the new deal shaker. Yeah. So somehow Duncan and Simon got together and brought it all together and used the new deal shaker at this expo. So I didn't have any old deal shaker QR codes. Everybody had the new one already. And I don't know how they did it in such a short time because, as you know, the QR, the link to the OneLife and the new deal shaker are now, merged together so that you can see both coins. So you can see your back office coins in the new deal shaker wallet. However, there are some issues right now. Like my account is like in the minus quadrant. I don't know why it's minus, but it's minus. But apparently I asked them, it's just a glitch. It's not a big deal. So don't worry, they're going to fix it. Hopefully they'll get it all done by, Osaka Expo or whatever expo is next so that we can, use our coins on the new deal shaker. It's just much faster. It's just really easy. You just go through the steps, and you just give the merchant your 4-digit PIN code, and then that gets them, because they get the coupon already and they know where it is. So all they need is the 4-digit code, and then boom, it's done. And you can choose to send the coins immediately, and that's the best thing. I think you don't want to wait 30 days to give someone their coins. I mean, you're getting the product right now, so why don't you just give them the coin? So I thought it was really good, and it was really professional. They did it really well. Next is our turn, Osaka. We just went to see the venue today. Beautiful venue. It's going to be a lot of merchants. We got about 70 right now registered. We're expecting probably a couple thousand people. The Chinese, Koreans, Mongolians, they're all getting, hyped up now, and they're going to be here. And and I think it's going to be a good event. So if all of you can get here, more the merrier. Just get here somehow, and we're gonna, really enjoy what we have here in Osaka. And plus, the cherry blossoms are late this year. It's supposed to have been blooming at the end of March, still not bloomed yet. So we're hoping that it stays cold, so the cherry blossoms will bloom just when we have the expo, and that's what we're hoping. So let's hope for colder days so that we don't have the blooming of the cherry blossom. But that's what's going to happen. Okay, so other things. Okay, let me go further. So yeah, so hats off to Simon Lee, Tiffany, all the team. They did a really great job. Mastermind, trainings, 2 days of expo, 3,500 participants. That just shows how many people have their coins and how much they want to use their coins to buy stuff. It's just insane how much this company and this product has gone this far, and no one's going to stop us. I mean, this is e-commerce. I just don't see anything happening to shut us down. It's just difficult. I mean, we are so far ahead of the game in terms of usability to any other coin out there. So everybody has to catch up. It's going to take at least 2-3 years, and by then, probably we'll be the champion coin anyway, almost, because of the recession that's coming. I'll talk about that later. Okay, anyway. Going on, Bruce and Minda was there. They did a great job in Philippines. Hats off to them. We're looking for the next recession coming very soon. As you see here, this graph shows how much the market is up now in America, and this is an artificially debt-ridden market raise. So you're going to see that the market crash. A big recession coming, and if you're not ready, I told people in Vietnam, you guys are lucky. You guys have one coins. When this recession happens, you can fall back on your coins, because that's going to be the better tender than your worthless cash. Okay, so countries like Venezuela now, 2.68 million percent inflation. I just can't imagine what that is. Now, apparently, back in the day in Germany, it was like 1 trillion percent inflation. In Japan, it was 365 times inflation. Back after the war. That's when I talked about my grandfather in Vietnam. That if he had deal shaker back then, he would have had an easier time recovering from the economic downturn. But he didn't. That's why my father had to go to America. Okay, so this is just insane. This is what's happening right now in Venezuela. People are starving. There's no food in the supermarkets. It takes this much cash to buy one banana. Their money is like, origami paper. Okay, oops. Origami paper. It's like they're making bags with the cash. Okay, so it's like paper is like man-made money, and obviously it's valueless. And these people are angry. Look at them. They're saying, "I can't feed my children." That's the worst thing. This has happened before in Japan. This happened in Vietnam. This has happened like all over the world. Okay, and it's not the first time. If like what happened in Germany, 1920, you have bread that's like 4.6 million Deutschmarks. This lady decided to make a dress out of her money. It's probably better use than just some kids are playing like blocks with their money. I don't know why she's happy and drinking, but her money is worth it. So you got all these angry people here demonstrating, just like in Venezuela right now. I had information today. Well, as you see, like Bitcoin is going up. Another reason for that is because the Turkish lira, okay, is they're having hyperinflation in Turkey now, and this is very bad. Something like this is something that can actually hurt the whole world. You're gonna see things like that happen with the world. These small countries going like hyperinflation, economic downturn, recession, and that's gonna kind of trigger that big recession in the United States. Okay, so they're watching. The whole world is watching now, and obviously we are watching too. But what we should be doing is telling people about what's really going to happen in the world, because this has happened before. It's just history repeating itself, and either you're ready or you're not ready. So like they say that the next economic downturn will be the biggest in the history of mankind. And I kind of believe it because Lehman shock was pretty. The Lehman crisis is like here. It's like a baby compared to this monster, this giant here. And we're hitting record highs now and can't sustain this debt-ridden, you know, stock market. Okay, so you're going to see this big crash. Apparently, the people who are going to suffer are the ones who are not prepared, and namely, people who just believe in cash, which is not very good diversification. So, all of us just need to be ready. I mean, I'm not saying put more locks on your door and stuff, but I'd be telling more people about what's going to happen and how it's going to happen, because we know it's going to happen because it's happened before. Okay, so that's one thing I like to always talk about. Make sure that all of the people around you know what's going on, and if they don't know, educate them. Never mind about trying to sell them a package or something. Have a study group or a coffee group. Talk about the economic situation of what's going on in the world, okay, and how our cash money is being manipulated by governments. Okay, I like to make some assumptions sometimes, and sometimes I think like we have this situation with Constantine, and I always think who is the people who are going to benefit the most by bringing us down, and obviously it has to be someone. I don't think it's just a small group of people. I think it's a big organization, namely people who would lose money by having us being pulled down. Okay, so like our future payments is also very beneficial to the people who are non-banked. It's beneficial for people who, uh, you know, don't have the means to send money back home, or if they do have to send money back home, they have to use money transfer services like Western Union or MoneyGram or whatever. And these companies make huge profits from these people who have to work overseas. So like people in the Philippines, a lot of them are overseas workers. They have to send money back home. The only way they can do it is through Western Union. Small amounts, $500, $1,000, but it adds up. It's a lot of fees there. And I would think that someone like that would be the biggest, entity that would want to put us down. I don't think it has to do with private investors or somebody who is just distraught. I think this is something bigger, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so anyway, we can go on from here. Okay, so that's inflation. Okay, Expo tickets, we're selling just the entry tickets now. Okay, if you want to just get into the Expo, we're selling tickets for like 5,000 yen. But anyway, if you're from overseas, you get here, we're going to take care of you. Okay, so our Expo is from 10 to 3. A lot of merchants coming in, a lot of products. We got real estate, cars, houses, jewelry, Japanese products, electronic products, all kinds of things. They're still coming in. Actually, I have to, make the deadline, cut it off. But it's going to be really great. And Duncan Arthur will be here. It's going to come all the way from the UK. And it's going to be a good expo, I think. Okay, right. And we need your support. Okay, so Wonder Wheel is back. So if you know or don't know, all the packages that you get, Wonder Wheel is applied. That means you can get 25, 50 to 100 more percent more tokens, and promotions up to April 26th, which is good. That's after our expo. Okay, so we'll be able to hopefully get some momentum at the expo and also sell more packages. That's really great. So, okay, so if you want, to get Power Pack or something, April 25th, 26th is the deadline. Okay. All right. What is this here? This is a mistake. Oops. Okay. Anyway, let's go on. So events all over the world. Ho Chi Minh was last weekend. We got Melbourne and St. Petersburg on April 13, 15. We got Osaka, April 20, 21st. We got Taiwan, June 4th, 5th. We got Chiang Mai, Thailand, June 8, 9. We got Singapore Gala Dinner on June 22nd to 24th. We got Greece Cruise Promotion. July 26th to 29 is the Caribbean with my good buddy King James. Wow. I think, Peter, you went there. You had a good time, I believe. Right, Peter? The Caribbean was pretty cool. Okay, great. So a lot of events coming up. Okay, if you get a package now compared to 3 years ago, you have much more value. Okay, I don't see why it's difficult to talk to people about OneCoin and OneLife. You know, we're waiting for the exchange, obviously, but you know, there's still opportunity here. You know, go out and talk about, you know, the education that I just talked about. You know, Venezuela, hyperinflation. You know, our cash going to zero, going to trash. Okay, and you know, tell them about the packages. You know, 3 years ago it was worth 1/4 what it is today, so you get much more value for your packages. Okay, it should be much easier to sell. Okay, power pack, you know, 420,000 coins is really powerful. I mean, it's a lot of coins. You know, it's basically like 4 cents a coin. You know, if you tell people like you get your coin at 4 cents and you can use it at 30 euro, it's just crazy value there. And it's true, you know, I'm buying things at 30 euro, you know, and my coins are, you know, really low, you know, 4 cents. So I can't see why this is not exciting to a lot of people. It's very exciting. I think it's one of the best opportunities on the planet right now, if not the best. Okay, so in Vietnam, I talked about, you know, how, you know, we need to think that we are number one. You know, if you're with Lewis Hamilton and you're a 5-time F1 driver, you don't think that somebody's better than you. You always think you're number one, regardless if you win every time or not. But you need to think that you are the best, and we are the best. You know, it's just a mindset that we need to be number one. We are number one. Okay, there's nobody else that even comes close. You know, our ecosystem takes care of everything that we need financially. You know, in terms of exchange, we're going to have more products coming out. Deal Shaker is very important, you know, and it rocks now. It's fast. Okay, it gets faster than before. In Vietnam, when they started the expo, Duncan was calling the home office to get the speed up, and you know, he did. You know, by the time it was like 12 o'clock noontime, you know, it was really fast. We were able to log on real quick, buy things, get the coupon, give the code to the person, and then it was just done. It was just really fast. And that's what we need, you know. I mean, quick transaction, you know, none of this, I buy the coupon and it says error, and then I buy it again and it's double. I bought it twice. Nothing like that. There's nothing going to be like that. So it's going to be very good. Okay. All right. So now I wanted to show you, lastly, what it's going to be like in, well, not what it's going to be like, but actually, right now, if you look at Bitcoin, it's going up, but now it's time not to buy because it went up already. You need to buy when it's really low. We had a good forex trading in Ho Chi Minh this time, and some people, I heard that they heard the training and they started trading, and they raised their assets by 5,000 euros, something like that. Some Chinese lady. So obviously, education works, and we need to be educated. I'm going to look at that video again because now I'm really interested because I want to learn how to trade. Okay. But you know, for the masses, the OneCoin model is very good because, you know, everybody wins. Nobody has lost yet, and you got a lot of value for your packages because you can get, you know, your coins at 18 cents or 20 cents or whatever, 4 cents. And it's really low, and you know, we can use it at 30 euro. It's just crazy value. And this is what we call purchasing power. So I wanted to talk about that today. You know, like, because I have purchasing power, I bought this house for 180 euro. It's just really insanely cheap. Okay, so it's true. You know, I bought it and I rented out to get rental income. So I bought a second house and a third house. I'm thinking of buying a hotel as well. Okay, so deal shaker is important. Now this is from the presentation I saw that someone sent, and it was really good. I need to listen to it again because he talks about why deal shaker is good and why OneCoin can be, our actual currency for everyone in the future. But this is one thing he talked about. So we're at about half the mining, or a little bit less than half the mining pool now. We're 120 billion coins. So here we're at 50 billion. Okay, if you times that by 30 euro, that's 1.5 trillion euros. Is that correct? Million, billion, trillion, million, no, here, million, billion, yeah, 1.5 trillion euros. Okay, and if you divide 1.5 trillion euros by 3.5 million members, that's basically 430,000 euro value we have for each person, or anyway, that's the purchasing power. Okay, regardless of how many coins each person has, let's just make it an average. Okay, so in dollars, that's 490,000 US dollars. So he talks about Qatar. It's one of the Arab countries, but Qatar is one of the richest countries, or is the richest country in the world per capita, meaning each person has more assets than everybody else. 146,000 US dollars per capita of buying power. That's quite a lot. I mean, the United States, I don't think people have this much money on average, but the average OneCoin member has 490,000 US dollars of purchasing power, which is number one in the world again. Okay, so obviously we are at a stage where we can say that we have the most purchasing power in the world. There are a lot of factors that come into play here, but it's true that right now we have the biggest purchasing power of any other currency out there in the world, or any other country, let's say. Okay, this is some interesting news for you. All right. Okay. So let's go back. Okay. What else did I want to talk about? Okay, there's no official news about Constantine. We know he's safe. He's in America now. But we're waiting for some news, official news from the company. Okay. I heard about the new deal shaker. When we're linked now with the old deal shaker, but right now there's some glitches where the coins are less than what you think, or sometimes it's minus. Okay, and that's just a glitch, so they'll fix that. Okay, so all these things that we're working on, it's all good. Okay, we just need to be patient. I think we have a really, really good opportunity here. I mean, it's really coming true what Dr. Ruja has talked about. I watched Dr. Ruja's videos the other day, and what she said was so true. I thought it was real. So if you have, look on YouTube and look at her previous videos when she was in London, or when she was speaking to everybody in Bangkok. She could see the future, and we're actually living that right now. And I thought it was really cool that she was doing that. So, take a look at those videos. Check them out. Let me know what you think of them, and let me know what you think about our videos too, because I try and give you guys the latest information, what's going on in the network, what's going on in the world in terms of economics, and some financial education too. And that's my goal every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, so let's do this again Monday, because tomorrow I have to do my Osaka Expo group meeting, and Saturday we're doing a live seminar in Osaka. Then on Sunday we're in Fukuoka, which is a southern city, supporting them, because there's a lot of people who are still not registered on the new deal shaker, and their new deal shaker KYC is not done yet, so we need to help them, and trying to get everybody in Japan registered for new deal shaker and start buying things, because it's going to be quite exciting, I think, for all of us, for sure. Okay. All right. There's some announcement like today about real estate, that if it's over a 15,000 euro, you cannot do 100% coin. Okay, I'm checking out the the news about that. But it's probably a good idea because too many people do 100% coin and they don't, they can't deliver. It's just too much. Okay, so I think they've done some kind of regulation. I think it's good, that they've done that. But let's see how it goes. Okay, obviously they can do a regulation. They can also change it as well. Okay, and also I've heard there's a bulk promotion right now. Besides the Wonder Wheel, if you buy 3 packages and send the money to the company, they'll give you 1 more. This does not include the par pack. Okay, this includes up to Tycoon or all the legal packages, or I think even up to maybe up to premium. I'm not sure. Also, the Forex packages as well. So any packages you do, you send the money directly to the company. If you type in accounting at OneLife.eu and you ask them where to send the money, they'll reply to you and you can figure out a way to send it. But I've never sent money to the company, so I don't know. But obviously there's this bulk promotion, buy 3, get 1 free. So it's obviously very good for us. All right. Okay. I need to go. I need to get to my dinner, which is waiting. I hope that all of you have a good night, and we'll all see you soon. Okay, so I'm available. You can email me or send me a message, and anytime is fine. So I'll just say thank you for all this, and this is recorded, so obviously you can share it with other people as well. So we'll send it out. Okay. Let me stop the recording. Thanks so much for being with us. Today is April 4th. Okay, One Life webinar. Thank you. One coin, One Life, deal shaker.
Thank you, man.
One Academy.